First stop on the 2019 Alabama Bass Trail. Beautiful Lake Martin, Wind Creek State Park. Beautiful state park, huge campground there, like 580 something campsites. The second year in a row we've actually camped there. Years before, when I've gone to fish tournaments on Lake Martin, I've always stayed in Alexander City and just drove over. But staying at the campground's really nice. I enjoy it. In fact, I think that's going to start being one of our regular campsites for the family and I. Whether we're fishing a tournament or not, just to go camping. It's a beautiful facility. They got a couple of different playgrounds for the kids. Very well kept property. So on to the tournament though. Not a good tournament for us. We were dealing with some cold weather, real low water conditions. So the areas Chris and I had known from prior tournaments did not pan out for us. Most of the areas had little to no water in it. There were several docks that we had fished prior that were completely dry underneath. So it forced us to go outside of our comfort zone and go scout new areas, which is always good. You always want to kind of step out your comfort zone a little bit and learn new tactics and new approaches. This one forced us to go look at the humps out in open water, which Chris is good with. I'm not. I learned a lot about it from the practice days, but even with learning a lot about it, we still didn't finish where we wanted to. We had a really slow start, bad start to the series, to the season, finishing, I want to say 191, somewhere up in there, out of 225 boats. So we put together 5 fish. We had a limit for 7.81 pounds, just over 7 and 3/4 pounds. But definitely not the start we wanted to this year. We wanted to start this year off with a bang. So tactics, I was throwing a Carolina rig, dragging it across the hump, letting it come down the backside. I was throwing a V&M Wild Lizzie 6.5 in the green pumpkin color, and I had it pegged with a Woo tungsten, and I rotated out my weight a little bit. I started off with a 3/8 ounce, dropped down to a 1/4 ounce, went back to a 3/8. I ended up just rigging up 2 different Carolina rigs, one 3/8, one 1/4 ounce, and I just switch rods from time to time depending on what the situation called for. Sometimes the 3/8 was just too heavy for what I wanted to do, and I wasn't feeling those subtle bites, so I lightened up the weight a little bit, and I was able to catch a few more that way. But even still, under 8 pounds, it's not where we wanted. But like I said, at least we had a limit, got some points. At the end of the season, the top 75 in the points get to go to the championship. So the goal last year was to make it, but we were like way out. So the goal this year is we're going to grind a little harder at the next tournament. And we're going to make that cut. We're going to force ourselves to get out there and make that cut this year. Our next event will be on Lake Jordan, which I'm looking forward to. Last year's tournament on Jordan, I missed. My oldest son was graduating high school, so I missed that tournament. So I'm actually looking forward to going fish Jordan for a tournament. I've fished it before for fun, but I've never fished a tournament there. So going to be interesting. So we'll see what happens then.